By the way, Kevin wasn't kidding about the male prostitute. You can get my number from him later on and hook you up, right? So I'm Shaz, and you're going to Singapore tomorrow, is that right? Are you Singaporean by any chance? Oh, that's disappointing. Any Singaporeans here by any chance? No? No Singaporeans? Because I was kind of wondering, because I want to come to this event again next week. And I wanted to know how to get in for free, so I figured a Singaporean would be like the best person to ask. I actually have a lot of family in Singapore. I have an uncle there, but they're kind of like hardcore Indian as compared to like my Malaysian side of the family. Not hardcore as in they're gonna rob a 7-Eleven, but you know, hardcore as in like they're very traditional kind of Indian. And you know, their accent is different. Like in Malaysia, their accent would be like, Macha, later we're going to go to Tani, and then after that we can have one roti bomb. That's how Malaysian Indians will speak. But there it's kind of like, later we are going to go and we're going to eat, and you know, their accent is slightly different, right? So they'll be like, hey, so what does your son do? My son is an engineer. My son is a doctor. Your son, radio DJ. Might as well be a bloody hippie. Yeah. They're kind of judgmental like that. So yeah, I've got an uncle there, and I promise I would not crack that many Singapore jokes, because if it does get out that I made fun of Singaporeans too much, yeah, he's probably going to call my mom, and then I'm going to get a lot of lecturing on the phone. It's not something that I want to do, so yeah. So no Singaporeans here, huh? Sure? Two Singaporeans walk into an elevator, and one Singaporean turns to the other one and says, "Wow, got so many numbers here. What all the numbers? And he got 1G. What does the G stand for? Huh? Hey, G stand for Giro lah. But then, so why do Singaporean girls not like giving blowjobs? Anyone?
They don't know how.
Because in Singapore it's illegal to spit. So take your girlfriend down to Singapore, and when she finishes, you're like, hey, you sure you want to spit that out? 250C, you know what you need to do now. So I actually went to Singapore recently, actually, and what happened was I wanted to stay in a nice area, and I thought, you know, Orchard Road is a pretty nice area. But this is the thing, I booked a hotel in Orchid Road, which is not the same as Orchard Road. You know where Orchid Road is? It's in Geylang. You guys know what's in Geylang? Chicken rice. Yeah, that's what's in Geylang. I got the immigration, and the guy at immigration was looking at me, where are you staying? And I'm staying in Geylang. Really? That's what you Malaysians do when you come here, right? So I didn't want to stay in Geylang, not because, you know, I didn't want to eat chicken rice, but because I didn't want my uncle to see me, you know. So I called one of my buddies, Jason, and you know, he let me stay with him. He's very nice. The thing is that Jason has a little brother called Abun, which kind of makes me wonder whether his name is really Jason. It's probably Akyong or something, you know, but call me Jason. So anyway, Abun is a little fat Chinese kid, and he's really cute. But he has a very warped idea of how Malaysia is. Maybe because he's never been to Malaysia, and probably because of how his parents tell him Malaysia is. Basically, he thinks, because of all his mud rumpit movies, Malaysia is full of mud rumpits. The moment he crosses the causeway, everybody's on a motorcycle doing wheelies. That's what he thinks Malaysia is like. But this is the weird thing, he doesn't think it's a bad thing. He thinks it's actually pretty cool. So he likes motorcycles, right? So he's going around and he's like, look, mommy, I'm Malaysian. So then his mom calls him and says, Abun, you come here. You don't say this kind of things, sir. You go and tell your father what you said. So then he goes, look, daddy, I'm Malaysian. Abun, come here. You don't say this kind of things, sir. You go and tell your grandfather what you said. Then he goes to his grandfather, he's like, look, grandpa, I'm Malaysian. Abun, come here. You don't say this kind of things, huh? You go and tell your mother. Then he goes to the mother, he's like, and the mom's like, Abun, what did we learn today? And he's like, I learned, Dad, I've been Malaysian for 5 minutes, I already hate you Singaporeans.